Hello there! My name is Tanner, and I'd like to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Now, I bet you're probably thinking, hey Tanner, that's not your usual filming studio. What's going on here? Well, to put it simply, my astute observers, my brother and I are currently in the process of swapping bedrooms in our house for reasons that are too complicated to list. Suffice it to say, things are a little hectic right now, but hopefully we'll have my studio set up properly by the time next week's video comes out. Now that we've got all that out of the way, today's video is going to be a little bit different. Not a lot, but a little, because I have recently come across a very interesting web article about the most famous mythical creatures from each of the 50 states. Now, when I came across this article, I thought to myself, that sounds like an interesting idea for a video. Maybe I can talk about my thoughts for each of these creatures. Now, the list that the article gives is in alphabetical order by state, which, let's be real, makes it a whole lot easier to talk about. Also, I'm just going to give a quick little blurb about each creature and my own opinion on them, because going a bit too in-depth would probably make this video an hour long, and I don't think any of us want that. If you want to read this article yourself in your own time, I will put the link to it in the description below. So, without further ado, here are the most famous mythical creatures in each of the 50 states. Let's go! Number 1, Alabama, White Fang. No, not thing with an I, fang with an A. Basically, an albino Sasquatch living in Alabama. Number 2, Alaska, Tijeruk. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. The Loch Ness Monster of Alaska, which looks like a 15-foot-long sea serpent with flippers. Number 3, Arizona, the Mogollon Monster, a Bigfoot-like creature that gives off a horrible odor living in the Arizona desert. Number 4, Arkansas, the Folk Monster. Fook Monster? I don't know how to pronounce it. Yet another Bigfoot-like creature whose smell has been described as skunk spray mixed with wet dog. Ew. Number 5, California, the Dark Watchers. Basically 15-foot-tall shadow creatures lurking against the twilight sky. Yikes. Number 6, Colorado, the Slide Rock Bolter. A large whale-like creature that lives in the Colorado mountains. Number 7, Connecticut, Melonheads. Basically small humans with giant heads who bite people that trespass on their turf. Number 8, Delaware, the Selbyville Swamp Monster. Another Bigfoot-like creature that is also sometimes described as ghostly. Number 9, Florida, the Skunk Ape. Yet another Bigfoot-like creature. The skunk ape is called that because of its distinctive odor. Number 10, Georgia, Altamaha. A strange river-dwelling creature that swims like a dolphin with a crocodile-like snout and big bug eyes. Number 11, Hawaii, the Menehune. Hawaiian dwarf-like creatures said to be as large as 2 feet tall to as small as 6 inches. Number 12, Idaho, Charlie. Idaho's answer to the Loch Ness Monster, which lives in Big Payette Lake. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lucky number 13, Illinois, the Enfield Horror. A 4.5-foot-tall, 3-legged, 18-toed, furry creature with pink, flashlight-like eyes that hops around like a kangaroo. Number 14, Indiana, the Beast of Busco. A lake monster that's basically a Volkswagen-sized snapping turtle. Yikes. Number 15, Iowa, the Van Meter Monster. A humanoid with bat-like wings and a horn on its head that glows like a searchlight. Number 16, Kansas, Sinkhole Sam. A 15-foot-long earthworm-like creature that's as wide and as round as a tire. Number 17, Kentucky, the Kelly Little Green Men, aka the Hopkinsville Goblins. Small goblin-like creatures with silvery green skin that is impenetrable to bullets. Number 18, Louisiana, Rougarou or Loup-garou. A Louisiana creature that is either a werewolf, were-otter, or were-cow depending on the story, though usually a werewolf. Number 19, Maine, the Spectre Moose, a 10 to 15 foot tall ghostly moose. Nuff said. Number 20, Maryland, Chessie, a Nessie-like creature said to live in Chesapeake Bay. Number 21, Massachusetts, the Dover Demon, a small gray alien-like creature that is said to be able to fuse with rocks. Number 22, Michigan, the Michigan Dogman, half dog, half man. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 23, Minnesota, the Wendigo, the mythical result when someone resorts to cannibalism, which is said to be extremely emaciated in appearance and tends to smell like decay. Number 24, Mississippi, the Pascagoula River aliens, 5 foot tall robot-like aliens with heads shaped like carrots. Number 25, Missouri, Momo, also known as the Missouri Monster. Yet another Bigfoot-like creature, Momo is said to be 6 to 7 foot tall, excessively hairy, with no neck, has a foul smell, and leaves distinctive 3-toed footprints. Number 26, Montana, Shunkal Warak Inn. So far the only monster on this list that actually exists. This nearly black, hyena-like creature was actually shot, killed, and mounted by a 19th century farmer. Now, the current owners refuse to let anyone DNA test the thing, so whether it's a real monster or not is still up for debate. Number 27, Nebraska, the Akali Lake Monster. A horrific-looking creature that looks like a 40 to 100 foot long alligator with a rhino horn on its nose. Number 28, Nevada, Tahoe Tessie, an 80-foot monster that lives in Lake Tahoe. Number 29, New Hampshire, the Wood Devils of Coos County. 7 foot tall, gray furred creatures that are so good at blending into the background, you'd probably run into one of them before you even saw it. Number 30, New Jersey, the Jersey Devil. A goat-headed, bat-winged, barbed-tailed, hooved creature that is said to be the 13th child of an 18th century woman known as Mother Leeds. Number 31, New Mexico, the Territorns. Enormous birds of prey with bald heads like vultures and 20-foot wingspans. Number 32, New York, Champ, a Nessie-like creature from Lake Champlain that is described as black, with a seahorse-like head, 3 teeth, a white star-shaped marking on its head, and eyes the color of a peeled onion. Number 33, North Carolina, the Beast of Bladenboro, a 4.5 foot long bear or panther-like creature with bushy fur and is said to make the sound of a crying baby. Number 34, North Dakota, the Thunderbird, a giant bird of prey that is said to control storms. Specifically, some Native American legends say that thunder was the flapping of its wings. Number 35, Ohio, the Loveland Frogmen, humanoid frogs as big as chairs, sometimes seen carrying wands. Number 36, Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Octopus, a freshwater octopus as big as a horse. Number 37, Oregon, Colossal Claude, a 40-foot long lake monster with a snake-like head, a vicious-looking tail, and a big, round body. Number 38, my home state, Pennsylvania, the Squonk, a forest creature that has ill-fitting, warty skin that is constantly ashamed of its appearance and melts into its own tears as a defense mechanism. How sad. Number 39, Rhode Island, Mercy Brown, the daughter of a 19th century farmer that supposedly became a vampire after her death from consumption. Number 40, South Carolina, the lizard man of scape or swamp. It's a vicious, humanoid lizard that lives in a swamp. Pretty self-explanatory, don't you think? Number 41, South Dakota, Takuhi. Takuhe? I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically Bigfoot's dapper, more bougie cousin, who is usually described as wearing a coat and a top hat, which I find incredibly amusing, and is also said to have a thing for tearing the genitals off of local cattle, which I find substantially less amusing. Number 42, Tennessee, the Tennessee Wild Man. Another Bigfoot-like creature, described as either having gray or ginger-colored fur. Number 43, Texas, the Chupacabra. Bald, with needle-like fangs, spines, and bat-like wings, this creature's name means goat sucker because it feeds on the blood of goats, which it sucks out. Number 44, Utah, the Bear Lake Monster. A lake monster that is said to look mostly like a crocodile, but with the jaw of some extinct aquatic reptile. Number 45, Vermont, the Northfield Pigman. Half man, half wild boar. Nuff said. Number 46, Virginia, the Snallygaster. A demonic bird-like / dragon-like creature said to have a metal jaw full of sharp teeth. Number 47, Washington, Bigfoot. Pretty self-explanatory. Next! Number 48, West Virginia, Mothman. A 6 to 7 foot tall, winged, red-eyed creature that is said to have been an omen for the Point Pleasant Bridge collapse. Number 49, Wisconsin, the Beast of Bray Road. A werewolf-like creature who's described to have muscles, quote, like a man who had worked out a little bit, end of quote. And finally, number 50, Wyoming, the jackalope. A jackrabbit with antelope-like horns that was said to sing along with cowboys around the campfire, usually in a tenor voice. Whew! And there we have it. That was the most famous mythical creatures from each of the 50 states. If you like this video and you want more, please give this video a like and subscribe down below so you don't miss any new videos. Also, if there are any other ideas you want to see in any future videos, please leave your thoughts in the comments down below and it might just happen. Alright, well, that's all the time I have for this video, so I will see you all next week with a brand new one. See you guys then.